and welcome to another episode of the Sarah J. Maas series.
Woo! This is becoming a regular thing.
I know, Silk is so excited. By popular demand, Caitlin is back. And we're gonna...
by popular demand, or was it just the two of us making that decision?
100% just the two of us and my mother.
Oh!
My mother wanted to see
that
you
is
again.
a win in my book.
Okay, so what we're doing today is we're gonna be guessing Sarah J. Maas books based off of their 1-star reviews. I wrote down every single one of the book names, put them on little pieces of paper, and put them in my cute little pumpkin mug. Then Caitlin and I took turns picking 5 books each. We then went onto Goodreads to find the best, the funniest, and the probably most vague.
Best. It's more like I'm trying to stop her because she has a very... Words? She has a much more of an advantage than I do.
So we're gonna read through our 1-star reviews, and the other person has to guess what book it is. We currently have every single Sarah J. Maas book displayed right in front of us. We worked so hard on it.
Took about 2 seconds.
I know. So much time was invested in that display. We're gonna guess what book it is.
I'm going to lose.
Would you like to start?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm finally free from this book. 5 exclamation points. War is over.
War is over.
Also, new couple supremacy. I'm not gonna say their names.
New couple supremacy. Okay.
Their names are in here. You'll see it.
New couple. Okay, so new couple has me leaning. Okay, I'm thinking we're talking about Kale and Urine, but I know a lot of people hate Tower of Dawn and they say it took forever to get through it, but they're a good couple.
You're
so,
right.
Is it Tower?
But the couple was Nesrin and Sartak. But same name.
Oh, interesting.
It says supremacy.
Now I understand why they gave it 1 star. They don't have taste.
Yeah.
War is over?
That's what it says.
Oh, just because of the book?
I'm finally free from this book. War is over.
Okay.
And then it says also Nesrin and Sartak supremacy.
Okay.
I thought that was
to each their own.
I was confused because I was also thinking that.
Yeah.
And when I clicked it, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I 100%.
Whatever you say, girl.
Like, Kale is annoying, but I love Kale and Urine.
I know.
I'm going to start with the one that's, I feel like you're going to get right away.
Okay.
Just to get it out of the way. It's a long one.
Okay.
This is like Harry Potter going to another country to train with a mentor on his own for the duration of the book while Ron and Hermione deal with the Horcruxes, only they're not really talking to each other much or spending any time together really, and Harry thinks of them sometimes, but mostly he's thinking of the hot new mentor, while Ron finds himself with a new love interest and basically does nothing but snog her, so Hermione alone is left to seek out the Horcruxes the best she can with a bunch of characters we hadn't met till now. If you went, ugh, that'd be crap, then you know what reading this book felt like for me.
Oh no, I'm in so much trouble because this one's supposed to be easy. Okay, the training thing. That's wrong, isn't it?
It is Erica. You got it.
I was like, you started getting me with the new, and I was like, what new characters other than like the Fae? But
yeah,
okay.
The hot mentor.
That was what I was like. It has to be. It has to be this. Okay.
That killed me.
1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Okay.
All right, now it's you.
Characters were badly written. The plot was full of telling instead of showing. Very underwhelmed after hearing for years that this was the series to read. I don't mind unlikable characters. Heck, I love them. But I didn't feel I was supposed to dislike our main snowflake. So tired of the strong female character who can kill everyone in a heartbeat, but she's tiny and incredibly pretty, incredibly being spelt wrong. She hates all other women and ... Oh, also everyone wants her ... Just because. Period.
Okay. I want to say we're talking about Aylin. They're totally wrong about her hating all other women.
Snowflake.
But...
Snowflake? She says, dislike our main snowflake.
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 Oh! Wait.
I'm not giving you hints. That wasn't like a hint. I'm just saying that's what she called you.
Okay. Oh, when they say tell, don't show, 2 books come to mind. I'm thinking either Throne of Glass or Crescent City.
You're putting a lot of thought in these. I really was just like, that's it. That's the one.
I overanalyze everything.
Okay.
You know this about
Go
me.
with your gut.
My gut says...
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Crime? She's
Okay.
a girl's girl if I've ever known one.
I agree. I would have to agree. Okay. Love her. My girl.
Dang it. Okay. Would you prefer the longer or the shorter bad review of this book?
Surprise me.
My favorite line of this book sums up my reading experience. My bowels turned watery. I couldn't help it.
That's it?
Yeah!
That's all I get? Okay. I have no thoughts. I'm actually just thinking about everything that I've done to get in this situation. My bowel... Okay.
What's your process of elimination?
I don't think it's any of the ACOTAR books. Oh, God.
I'm not giving anything away. The sip of coffee was intentional to not make a face.
You should have seen her side view, though. Like, you should have just seen what I was looking at just then. I was nervous. Okay, I'm gonna sit. That's gone. I've only read all of these one time. I've read ACOTAR twice. So that's why I'm like, I don't remember that at all. Okay, I'm just gonna commit, I think.
Commit. Okay, 3, 2, 1. No.
What?
Yes!
Where?
Yes. Okay, let's talk about it.
See, I should have just taken it.
I almost thought I gave away the whole ACOTAR part when I tried not to laugh.
I know, I should have...
Here's the thing. The ick, like, a lot of people that I've heard complain about
I don't
ACOTAR,
even remember that part. I blacked out, apparently.
Well, it said, like, I think 3 times in the series, my bowels turned watery. Like, about Farah. Like, she gets nervous.
Interesting.
And she gets watery
Well, that's a big ol' wrong. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine.
It's fine. You did great.
Thank you. I was very confused. Mass wrote this in her notes app and then published it to Wattpad before it went big. That is a review.
I feel like I would have chosen ACOTAR for that.
Well,
she wrote this.
She's gone now.
She is gone now. She wrote this in Wattpad.
She put it on Wattpad before it was released.
Court of Silver Flames? Really? No! Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't necessarily enjoy that book. But when I think Wattpad, I think, like...
Dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
202. That's the number of times the word mate in any of its hellish forms is used in this book. All caps. 202! With a period in between every word.
I'm so bad at this!
Yes! You got it!
Thank you.
You killed it!
That was quick too. No
That
thoughts.
was.
There were no thoughts up here.
Well, if you think about it, there's...
I was just thinking after she got...
That's true. That's true.
That's all I was thinking about there. I'm gonna save my long one for last.
At least there's less options to work with.
Yeah, there is. Okay. I was going to give this one like 3 stars, which surprised me, but then this had to be the ending. And I'm telling you, there's rage, and then there's what I'm feeling right now.
This had to be the ending.
And then there's rage.
And then there's rage.
What she was feeling.
I'm trying to think what has a bonkers ending. Empire of Storms does, but I feel like the ending is what makes it such a good book. Crown of Midnight has a good ending. Honestly, I hated the ending of this book.
You were close.
I was. Really? They hated
I was
the ending?
shocked too because this was the only ending that had me wanting to read. Like,
yeah.
if this didn't have the ending that it did, I would not have moved on.
100%.
Yep.
That's they gave it a 1 star for that?
Star.
They must not have...
Understood.
I'm not going to say that. They must not have understood the gravity
where
of what
it was
they read.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that was that.
That's crazy.
I was confused too.
Just read the excerpt, and I'm cringing so hard I feel it in my spine. This book series and these characters take themselves way too seriously. This one's really vague.
Way too seriously.
Mm-hmm. This one's hard, but my next one's harder, so I thought...
Oh, good. I'm glad I
thought I would
look forward to.
I thought I would make the selection
Take it
smaller.
way too seriously. I feel like Aelin is not serious at all.
Hey guys, it's editor Ruby here, and I don't know what went wrong, but I am missing the footage where Caitlin guesses what book it is. So she did go as Queen of Shadows, and it wasn't Queen of Shadows. It was actually Kingdom of Ash. But where the footage picks back up is I mentioned that there was a second review that I almost read but chose not to, where someone literally gave it 1 star just because the book sticks out compared to the rest in the series. Like, they hated how all the books were dark and then that one's like bright yellow. So there's a little bit of context for you. Sorry about that. Don't really know what happened there, and hopefully that doesn't ever happen again. Like, if you stack them all together,
that one's like, woo! It's also thick. So, you know, it's just like eyesore. I see.
It is. It really is.
Okay, I'm with you.
All right, hit me with it. I need to know my options. Okay. We're working with Crescent Cities 1 and 3. We're working with A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Silver Flames, A Court of Frost and Starlight, Crown of Midnight, Queen of Shadows, and Empire of Storms. Okay.
So it's narrowed down a little bit.
We've narrowed it down to 8 books, so
okay.
Hit me with it.
I have sat here for several minutes now, staring at my blinking cursor, head propped up by a single hand, trying to work out who is the one most to blame for this abomination. Is it Bloomsbury, who agreed to pay and distribute this garbage? Is it the editor, who never once thought to hit Control-A and delete keys? Is it the fandom, who willingly part with their own hard-earned cash to feed the machine? The real answer is, of course, none of these people. It is Mass herself, who I firmly believe, after reading this novel, is an alien with the barest knowledge of how human relationships work. Let's start with the basics of this novel. The world building. It is shockingly bad. The biggest glaring hole in this novel is that there is absolutely no reason for any of these characters to be Fae. You can remove that element from the plot entirely and absolutely nothing changes. You can call these people velociraptors and the plot stays the same. Then there is taxes. They're immortal and magical, and these creatures are paying taxes. I'm confused.
I know.
So Mass realized, and then I skip.
Right.
And she was like, so Mass realized she made Tamlin way too nice in the last book and happily decimates his character in this one. Good night.
Good night.
You know what it is, but I was like, this is funny.
Hear me out. Up until taxes, I was like 100% on Crescent City.
Taxes was my favorite part, though.
Taxes is hysterical. But then you said Tamlin, and I was like, oh, yeah. It's A Court of Mist and Fury.
This one I knew you were going to get, but I just thought it was so funny.
No, that is a really funny one. If anything, the second you said that them being Fae, like if they weren't Fae, it would be the same. I immediately ruled out all the ACOTAR books.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's the most, like,
This is my favorite book out of, like, the ACOTAR series. And when I read that, I was like, you're boring. You have to be creative to enjoy yourself a little bit. Right. Don't be so serious.
If you don't understand fantasy, then just say that.
That's okay.
That's okay. We won't judge you.
What she said. I'm ready for my
This one, I feel like this one's so lame. I saved my most lame one.
It's okay. Mine, I saved the one that you would get last, so.
That's fair.
It's okay.
All I could think of was how bored I was while reading this. So which of these options is the most boring? And I feel like this is you just giving a shameless review of which of these do you think was boring.
You know which one I hated.
I know which one you hated. You are wrong.
Is it this one?
No! I know!
Put that down. It's this one. This one was boring.
She's like...
This one was boring. And this one, I love, but people think it's boring.
Listen, I don't like the Crescent City series.
I'm a Crescent City hater.
But I love the first one.
I didn't love it. I mean, it had me a little bit. Like, I wanted to, like, obviously I kept going.
Right.
But, like, I could have gone that and I would be okay.
I loved the first one, and I feel like the second and the third book, like, it just got worse and worse.
It never really caught me. And I don't think I think it was because I never really liked the main character.
I liked the murder mystery element. I thought it was fresh.
That's fair.
But no, they said this one, and I will
Boring.
100% say that I would have agreed until I did my plot breakdown of this book, and then I was like, actually, a lot of really, like, important stuff happens in this book.
So, my experience with this book is I read it. I didn't read it. I listened to it on Audible, and I was driving, and then on the way back was when I listened to the majority of it, and I had a super bad week. Like, I was super sad. So I, like, the this, and I was like, love, slay. This is what I needed to get me through the rest of the semester.
From Indiana to Tennessee.
From Indiana to Tennessee. Because, like, I was just, whoo! Yeah, so this saved me.
Well, Caitlin and I have 9 more months of living near each other.
Until she moves.
Until I move. That means there's 9 more months of possibly having more Caitlin ACOTAR videos. Or just SJM videos in general.
Yeah.
So let us know what else you want.
Yes, I love these. These are so fun.
These are really fun.
So give us ideas. I'm on it.
We are on it.
I will block you out of my schedule.
Watch an SJM video and subscribe.
Bye.